Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are catching us from. I was trying something new. I'm not sure if the music actually was able to get through. So I see that Mr. Kelvin is there. So good morning, sir. How are you? How is Canada this today? As we wait for some other to show up, we are going to go through our roll call of the time. It's currently 5:50 a.m. in Playa Vista in Southern California, and we have a reason that we will reveal to you why we're talking about Playa Vista in Southern California. It is 8:51 p.m. in Singapore City, 1:51 p.m. in London, Sydney. It's approaching 11 p.m. 10:51 precisely. Osaka 9:51 p.m. And last but not least, we will lift off the people in our beloved city of Douala, where it's currently 1:51 p.m. in the afternoon. Well, folks, welcome to this pre-market analysis. Another Tuesday, and you know it. Mr. Kelvin reminded me of it. First of all, let me just check the sound. Mr. Kelvin, is the sound fine? Are you able to hear me, sir? Before I start blabbing all over. Or anybody for that matter, could somebody just confirm if you are on with us? We see three viewers. uh, so one of you are to be hearing. Let me take a sip of water on off screen. Yes, thank you, sir. All right, so that's my green light. Okay, so very good. Welcome to Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020 pre-market analysis. And here we are again. So it was you, Mr. Calvin. I remember over the weekend as we were doing our one-on-one session, you, you asked that, oh, I'm coining the phrase. Uh, I cannot even say it straight now anymore. Put, thank you, Mr. Jack. Good morning. How are you? Put scalping Tuesday. And I remember you were asking me, how about the rest of the days? Now, let me, I was thinking about it as we were preparing for this for this broadcast this morning. So we're gonna call Friday Friday Fun Facts or Friday Fun Fizzle. But guess what? Friday lately on Spy they have been put as well. So you can go back in the chat room the last two Fridays. Miss the specialist of Friday Facts puts she's Miss Space Space Trades. She on the last two Fridays, she has been trading puts on SPY. Mr. Jack did as well this past Friday, right? So you saw the two of them there having fun last Friday. So, yeah, so typically, and again, for me, guys, it's not something that I wish or anything. I told you before, I could care less about the direction of the market. I trade option, we trade option. As long as the market is moving, options make money. So sideways, like yesterday, we had some position on our alert system that typically we have seen, right? Mondays, they go through some sideways. Yeah, it's hey, you can adjust to that, or you can just give yourself a break. You say, hey, I'm gonna catch the action later in the day on Monday or anything, whichever way that you want. But actually, I want to take this opportunity on here because I'm getting feedback, right? On or traders asking a quick question. So if let's say for us we are giving the alerts on Friday or Thursday late or whenever, and you decide to take a position overnight, the one thing I think that really we will agree on, right? Because we don't agree on a lot of things, trust me, is that you can carry a position that grant that hey, even though we have a conviction or I have a conviction, because let me be honest, most of the conviction that most of the trader have, it comes from that hey, Telex said that, which I'm a little bit on an ease. And to be honest, that's going to refrain me from being bold and assertive on there. Yeah, you're going to be saying, oh, but you're supposed to be the expert. Okay, good, good, good. But at the same time, this expert is telling you that when I carry overnight position, I hedge them. So, which now is getting me into the set. Oh, did I tell them that I'm hedging this? Okay, so then let's please be clear. Carrying overnight position, I hedge them. So one, and also when I'm starting a position, I don't go full blown in with my entire position on the first entry. No, I do not. I do scale entry. So if that word is not something that doesn't resonate with you, let's on our next one-on-one coaching, ask me again, what does that mean? How to go about executing it? Meaning that, so scale entry along with hedging overnight, I don't have any pressure that, hey, if the market swing hard in whatever direction, especially if it's on the down direction, because that's what most people they get hurt by. So in that case, I can take any position, and you can too. You can take any position. Just be responsible. We buy insurance in life, right? What is insurance for? That how I hedge, it's exactly our insurance. You can sleep tight at night because you know, hey, you have insurance, life. Not that life, that's extreme, but in this case, hey, you're carrying a position. So please, please, because I'm getting a lot of feedback or even questions that for me, they are like, hey, as we have been trading together, let me welcome somebody here, folks. So we are to be able to have that. So please, 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 by all means. So, and gets into a bit. The next question that you're gonna have most likely is, hey, how much do I hedge? Okay, we give a rule of thumb. If you have a starting position, meaning a starter position is gonna be, for instance, let's say 1/3 of what's the money allocation that you want to put in that position. There's no need to hedge 100%. You can hedge, I don't know, 30, 40, whatever, a fraction of that, because you know that as the trade is going to confirm the direction, then you will be adding to the winning side. That this is really something that help us do swing trades confidently, meaning because this market you have gaps, right? Some of the gap that you are seeing now, they're mostly gap ups. So meaning, okay, let's say I was trading a stock yesterday and an option position yesterday, and then I get some gains. Now, the question at the end of the day yesterday would have been, oh, do I keep that position? Yeah, you can keep that position by hedging very confidently. Or you took some partial profits, and toward the end, because stock usually toward the end, if they run throughout the day, trust me, no stock can run all the time throughout the day. They're going to have plateaus and retreats where if you have taken partial profit, now you have more capital to buy contracts at a cheaper price. And then if you have hedged when they were high, you can find yourself in a very powerful situation. Those who, our subscriber, you know at least one stock right now. There's one stock right now that some of us have been trading since last week, which for this situation applies. But then when I talk even to some of the best traders in there, they are carrying the position. They tell me, oh, they didn't hedge. I'm still a little bit surprised by that. All right, all right, all right. So let's see. We're approaching 2 minutes to the top of the hour. We're going to make a roll call, and that will enable us to talk about a topic that we have subscribers, not that is matter to the subscribers already, but we have people who are watching this show most of the time just quietly because they are not even part of our Discord room. Oh, yes, believe me, they are. There are people who can see, who have been watching the videos because we see the YouTube's website has over 120 videos now, plus the live streaming that we are doing in the mornings. So some people have been watching, but they are not in our Discord room. So finally, when they get to set up an appointment, I see just an appointment on my calendar. Since you know the calendar is online, or anybody can make an appointment. They will be telling me about, things that I've been saying on the pre-market or things like that. So I appreciate all of those viewers. The one thing that I want to relay, because that feedback has transpired, the websites for subscription, it's behaving in a funny manner. I don't think it's a website, because I checked it yesterday with one such trader who wanted to subscribe and has been really struggling with it. So I am not sure. Is it a PayPal issue? I'm guessing because I had yesterday, let's say, was it on Sunday and on Saturday, several people who joined who were able to use it fine. I tested it with that person yesterday. So please, if that's your situation, and then you just try one time, it doesn't happen, use the chat button on the website to alert me. I will give you an alternate way to get your subscription going. We have actually done that with several of you because, yeah. So with that, it is top of the hour. It is 6 a.m. in Playa Vista, where our new member, Mr. Sats, I think he's joining us. I'm not sure if he's on the broadcast on YouTube. I just saw him jumping on Discord. So welcome, sir. Good top of the morning to you. It is 9 p.m. in Hong Kong, 3 p.m. in Paris, France, 4 p.m. in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and you are watching pre-market analysis on successful trading, broadcasting on YouTube on June 23rd, 2020. So without any further ado, let us go ahead and jump into what has actually some of our traders if you're part of a subscriber room, you may have seen uh, my exchange with none other than Spark City. Spark City is a second, yeah, Mr. Spark City is a second year student, med student. So we have two med students here, as you know. We have Mr. Jack, our star, Mr. Jack, the one and only Mr. Jack. But the Spark City himself, he's a second year med student. So he was smiling ear to ear. So I had to ask him the reason for his smile. So he told me the green market in general and his Apple calls. So you see, this is the type of reaction that's waking up in the morning. There's none other than waking up in the morning and seeing your position in the green on a Tuesday. Oh my goodness. So yes, we are Tuesday. Let me repeat that again, folks. We are Tuesday. What a surprise. The market has gapped up. SPY is up. Let's see, everybody is able to see the screen. So SPY is up 1.2% at 314, past 314, as the screen is refreshing there on my E-Trade platform. So let's while we wait for that for it to refresh, I'm going to look at Germany. Germany was up in pre-market. Granted, I didn't look at it for that long because I think they got some economic data. Yeah, Germany is up 2% and trading at 12,565. So that's sending definitely bullish waves across the global market. QQQ here for us, US side, is up 0.8% at 248. This is well above the previous high, right, folks? So you're not by now. We're going to show you the charts, the daily charts here in a minute. The Dow Jones ETF Industrial Average referenced by the DIA ETF on here on our screen is up 1.4%. And as usual in this type of scenario, I'm hoping you are getting something out of these patterns, right? So on days that we are up, we have been seeing that the financial XLF is the ETF along with IWM. The two of them are correlated. They are the one leading in terms of percentage. The energy with XOP are also up 1.68%. So all systems look green to go on here. What possibly can go wrong, folks? We are Tuesday. What is this guy talking about? Put scalping Tuesday. What is that all about? So everything is green, nothing to worry about. So if we now swing to, hey, good morning, Mr. Sats. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. And so if we swing now on the specific, the broader watch list, right? So for those who are joining us for the first time, this is not the watch list for our subscribers, as you know. This is the broader watch list that we maintain that represent pretty much most of the sectors. It doesn't have that many stock really, less than 30 on here, but it gives us a view overall. Yeah, we see some airlines on here that's actually just one on top. I'm sure that we have the other ones, but I'm only seeing this one. AAL, that's plummeting 7%. Well, plummeting for AAL, 7% is nothing. This is a stock that it was rampaging, what, 16% or 30% one of those past week. So overall on here, yeah, we see very little red. So this is a confirmation of that bullishness that Mr. Spark City was mentioning. A lot of stocks are up over 1%. That's when you see that density. That's telling you that has been an impulse, definitely, in the market. So overall, that gives you at least the initial direction. But as I've stated many, many times, this is the typical pattern that the algo have been using on Tuesday for whatever reason. So this morning, they can tell you us that the reason for the gap up is what? I mean, trade talk with China, second stimulus in the US, or whatever. Because, I mean, the economic data can be interpreted whichever way that the algo needs to interpret it. So we really need to figure out something with this OBS. It's the software that helped the broadcast. So let's see if I lost everybody or if you guys are still there. Okay, so it looks like we are still on. So yeah, we are talking about put scalping Tuesday. So yes, this typical pattern. Let me go and actually show that for newcomers. So last Tuesday was when? Last Tuesday was the 16th. So let's put in a SPY here on 50. Okay, folks, sorry about that. So was completely disconnected. So you may have been hearing music, you and me, for another day for you and me in paradise. Let's hope that this Tuesday is another day for all of us in the paradise of trading. I am not completely sure how that's transpire on your end, but for me, all system went dark, and I actually had to restart the software that broadcasting it. It has been doing this, so I will need to figure this out because this has been recurring now for the couple of times. Some days work just fine, and some other days just out of nowhere it displays this error and it crashes. So let's see. Could somebody confirm that we are back on? I see that at some point there was just 2 viewers, and now I see that there are 6 of them. So if you could just, let me just ask on here, is the streaming back on, please? Okay, thank you, Mr. Sat. Yep, we were rudely interrupted. So I was about I think I was about to show us, to switch screen and to show us some SPY Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, it must be a conspiracy, right? So the very moment that I was about to to jump and show what we mean by put scalping Tuesday, the typical pattern that we have seen. So that's exactly when. So that's sabotage right there. So quickly on here, this was last week. I mean, you can go back every Tuesday and look at the pattern because I'm not making this stuff up. That's just pure observation. So this is a 15-minute candle on SPY, and on the 16th, we gapped up. We gapped up from 307 to 314, 315. Coincidence. So we are going to start the day exactly pretty much at the same level or a point within where we started last week. And for the first hour or so, yeah, Spice was looking at a sustain. So this here is a classic analysis of using technical analysis, how you can trade this, because everything is displayed on here. Where we went over the weekend with some of you on exactly how to take advantage of this scenario on a gap situation like this. SPY has expiration tomorrow, so meaning that whatever you are trading today, let's say after 1 hour, you will get really great entries, great feel in either direction for that matter, because nothing saying that every single Tuesday we're going to go put scalping Tuesday. Again, we do not set this trade ahead of time. We take it live as it's going to be happening, meaning that upon confirmation, we know that this candle, it could be an okay candle to trade, but we need to get careful. At the end of it, it doesn't give us an entry. The second candle looks bullish, those outside of the upper Bollinger. The third candle looks bullish, confirmation. Life is fine, right? But my friend, if you look at the bigger picture, after an hour, we have not yet posted a higher high, a clear higher high of the day. That's an indication that this thing has shown us resistance where it lies already. So from there on, now, looking at it from this perspective, you can say, oh, it's easy now. Yeah, because I could take the trade here, but you can take the trade because this is a 15-minute candle, meaning that at some point, it's going to be below VWAP and be posting lower lows on here. So maybe taking the trade somewhere here, exactly when it posts the first lower low of the day, and then in that case, you ride it for exactly 45 minutes, and you're able to get yourself how many points? 313, from 313 to 307. 6 points on SPY on a Tuesday, okay, in a matter of 45 minutes. Folks, you call it the day, and you wait for the next Tuesday. I hope it is clear for everyone. In the meantime, let me maybe bring up, let me ask if people have some stock that they want to take a look at. If they do not, that is fine. I actually have 3 stocks. Some that I was asked a question yesterday, or some that's actually, before I do that, let me ask if there are any stock that you want me to take a look at. Since we have about 5 to 7 more minutes left on here before we give everybody time back to get ready for put scalping Tuesday. Any question on any stock? Okay, while people are thinking, let me bring a stock that somebody asked me a question yesterday in the room. This is not part of our alerts, but this stock, PayPal, I should know, right? They are the one that are bugging the platform for preventing people from signing up for successful trading alerts. So this is PayPal run recently, folks. Am I looking at the daily here? Let's go to the weekly because it's a little bit more impressive. Yeah, at least in my eyes. May not be impressive for everybody, but to me, this run on here, it's this is a gigantic run, folks, right? Well, you can say, okay, but since April, this is what this thing has been able to do. 77 points. It's 84%. And yeah, that's fine. The entire market has been doing that, but the entire market has not been doing one thing, folks. This pattern, because this pattern actually, I'm going to show you another stock that's I saw that on late. Trust me, I wish I entered PayPal somewhere here or something. So it came here and it posted a higher price than it has ever had. So this bullish move on here has proposed this thing. Even if you get in at 150, my friend, this thing has been moving. Yeah, there have been pullbacks, but it's showing clear sign of strength. So somebody asked me a question, what do I think of it? At least if, let's say, it's a reflection of how my business is growing, they have a lot more and more people who are using their service. So the only thing on here, how much room that they have overall. But this type of stock, they can consolidate and just carry on. So a target here, long-term range, long-term being what, a month or 3 weeks, whatever, 200 can be a potential on there. So that's that. So I did take a look at that. When you ask me that, yeah, on the weekly, it has actually room for 177. So imagine this thing going to 177 this week. So it would have posted, let's say we closed last week at 164. So yeah, so it has room on the weekly. So definitely on the watch out. Another thing that resembled it, this one, I did act on it, and not me precisely. My action was what? With WPM. I noticed this stock because I have this watch list, right? So, oh yeah, this is another opportunity. For those who do not know, there's this small app called TeleTrader. There is a review of it on the website. There is at least 2 videos of it on our YouTube channel. On TeleTrader, it's free app. You set it up on your phone. It helps you do technical analysis. So I shared something that's discovered. So in there, you go create watch lists. Some of you, we went through that with you on one-on-one coaching. If you haven't done that yet, we can do that next time on your coaching session. So I was looking at my watch list for anything, all precious metal, some of that nature, and I came across this thing. And then I think was it last week? Yeah, it was last week because we are Tuesday today. So this candle, I don't know, it was a small candle somewhere here. So I posted that on in the general section of our Discord channel. Yes, not even for subscribers, because we have a section strictly for subscribers, right? So I posted that in the general section, and I don't recall exactly what was. I was bullish on it because my thesis was that, hey, after this pullback on here, we could resume a nice trend on here. Well, one of the subscribers actually gave me feedback yesterday that they have been trading it. They made money out of this yesterday. That's the reason I'm bringing it up on here today. I haven't entered that position myself. So this is the second time, folks, where, because one of you actually know that the position on BA that I was studying for many, many weeks, I suggested that they acted on it. They made money out of it. BA took off in 4 days' time. I didn't even have time to react. So something similar happening with this stock. Now, I'm again here. I want to be cautious, right? Do your due diligence. It's not because Telex is featuring this thing that, hey, I posted it. It was like Thursday or Wednesday. But one of you, and that person hasn't even been here a week. He took the trade, and yesterday he was telling me that he made money out of that, and he still has some contract left. Obviously, the well-trained individuals, they know what's scaling profits. They're taking a partial profit and doing a scale exit. So I wanted to leave that here. This is a nice pattern that's beginning to form. I have a third one. You see, I came prepared today. Instead of asking people about stock, I'm going to be bringing my own stocks. So, hey, Snap. Yeah, my reaction is exactly Snap. Hello. Snap was brought by one of the subscribers maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we had a deal that once it was going to post above $20, I was going to put it on the watch list. I did well, and I think we traded it last week because it must have been one of the alert. It did well. But my friend, right now, look at this, because it was one of the quiet one last week, right? I'm not sure if it was on our alert, but look at this candle last week. If you traded that from $20 to $22 on the weekly, then baggers. So now, I noticed, for instance, on Friday during the sell-off, this was very resilient. And every day now in pre-market, I'm checking it up. It's always up 1%. It doesn't seem to do those big move on a single day. Actually, let's look at the daily on here. But it's doing enough that after 5 days, you find yourself bang, 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 bang. So those were the stock that I wanted to bring to the attention, because we are trading a system, obviously. But I mean, there are other stock. I mean, we only have 14 stock that we focus in every week. And some of us don't even trade all of them. But there are other stock, and people want to do that. My only thing that, especially newcomers, if you are not focused on the list of alert that you have get, because you want to touch everything else that's moving, you're gonna miss out. I just want to warn you on that. Trust my experience with that. That's all I had to say. All right, folks. Let's see. It is 6:22 Pacific time in Southern California, and let's see. Really, one final opportunity for anybody to bring any stock that they want us to take a final look at. If not, we're gonna check the pre-market indexes, and we will give everybody 6 to 7 minutes to reset before we get into put scalping Tuesday. So anybody? Let me switch back to this other screen to look at the pre market values. Okay, so let's go to the indexes. Okay. SPY has come down a little bit. Yep. It has cooled off. And not surprisingly, I told you DAX was up over 2%, right? Now DAX is only up 1.75. So has the pullback on puts scalping Tuesday already started? I do not know, folks. It wasn't me. I'm not jinxing. I don't have the ability to control the markets. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I just interpret which that I see. So everybody, I hope, sorry about the technical difficulties. Actually, I'm going to rewatch this broadcast because I was trying something with the music. I know that most likely they're going to hit me with some copyright, but as long as they do not ban us, I mean, we can have fun like that from time to time. Okay, well, have a great session, everybody. We will be with the subscribers in the trading and with everybody in the Discord room for that matter, because we're all in there, right? Okay, folks, have a great day. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.